Hello and welcome to another episode of Video Game Easter Eggs. In today's episode we get a big thumbs up in Doom Eternal, we decide if we want to play a game in the Happy Hills Homicide 2, and we find a room dedicated to man's best friend in Clair Obscur Expedition 33. As always, if you think you know of an Easter egg, secret or hidden detail that I'm yet to cover, then let me know in the comments. And without further delay, let's get started. Right, let's begin today's video with Doom the Dark Ages. Now, unlike the previous modern Doom games, Doom the Dark Ages is kind of lacking in the Easter egg department. I mean, I was certain I would find a Dopefish reference, as who could forget his handsome face from Doom Eternal? Well, I may not have found Dopefish, but I have found another Easter egg that returns from the previous Doom games. During Chapter 10, if you die in the lava, this will happen. So as Doom Guy succumbs to the lava, he will give a quick thumbs up, just like he did in Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal. Of course, the whole thumbs up in a fiery pit of death thing is a reference to this scene from Terminator 2. It's worth mentioning that this is the only place in the entire game that you can die in lava, so if you want to try this one for yourself, it has to be done in Chapter 10. Now, much like the previous Doom games, collectible toys can be found in Doom the Dark Ages. When you find one of these toys, Doom Guy will pick it up and put it away. I mean, he's got demons to slay. He can't waste any time playing with toys. Here's the thing. There is one exception to that rule. During Chapter 6, you can find this. So Doom Guy finds a toy version of himself and can't resist giving the shield a little spin, which will cause the music from the original Doom's first level to play. Again, this is something that Doom Guy does with every toy version of himself in the previous modern Doom games, but it's nice to see it return. Now, this next Easter egg is quite easily missed. During the game's first chapter, you can find posters of some of the game's development team. Or at least I think they are. I know that this is Hugo Martin, the game's director who has appeared as an Easter egg in Doom Eternal, but I'm not sure who this guy sporting a fetching monocle is, so if you know then let me know in the comments. So the final Doom the Dark Ages Easter egg is kind of weird. During Chapter 4, you can use one of the weird green skeleton things to reach a ledge before dropping down and smacking a crate out of the way. So far, so Doom the Dark Ages. Well, if instead of moving forward you turn around, you can find this. So it's a skeleton wearing a blue cape. Now, unfortunately, Doom the Dark Ages doesn't have a photo mode, so I can't get a closer look. But even if I could, I'm still not sure I'd know who this is. I mean, if I had to guess, I would say it was Skeletor from Masters of the Universe, given the blue cape and all, but that's just a guess, and probably a bit of a reach. I really don't know what this is a reference to, or if it's a reference at all. So as always, leave your suggestions in the comments. Now, before I show you this next game, I need to remind you all of something. If a game has Easter eggs, I will almost always play it. Okay, with that out of the way, allow me to introduce you to Vanilla Beast Mystery Kink. Mystery Kink is a point-and-click adventure game featuring the chiseled jaw of Vanilla and his band of merry maidens. You see, you can choose which lady accompanies Vanilla on his journey, and as far as I can tell, they don't offer any in-game benefits. Well, apart from the obvious. Now, the game begins in a diner, and it's here that we can find the first of two familiar faces. Well, for the first one, you don't actually see their face, but you get what I mean. Sitting at the counter is this person, who must be feeling a slight breeze on his backside. Well, this man with pins in his head and his arse on show is Pinhead from the Hellraiser series. Sitting next to him is his famous puzzle box, but unfortunately you can't interact with it. The other Easter egg that I found so far can be seen outside the diner. This relaxed looking gentleman is the dude from the 1998 movie The Big Lebowski. Unfortunately, the dude isn't voiced because hiring sound-alikes is apparently pretty expensive. I mean, don't take my word for it, it's literally what the game told me.
Now, you're probably wondering why he doesn't have a voice actor, huh, player? Well, those cost lots of money, especially ones that are trying to impersonate specific people. Bottom line is we had to pick and choose cause, well, we're low budget. Some of the NPCs will be audio challenged.
I'm sure there's loads more to find in this game, and that's going to be the only reason I continue to play it. honest. Now, I may be wrong here, but I think that some people watch these videos so that they can try to find the Easter eggs themselves. I'm guessing that more than one of you has loaded up Hades 2. And then after that loaded up a game to look for Easter eggs. The thing is, games are expensive, so sometimes you might not be able to play the games that I do. And that's why I thought that I would share some Easter eggs from Discord, so that everyone can have a go at finding them. I swear that's the real reason, and this isn't just an elaborate attempt to promote my Patreon-only Discord server that gives you a chance to claim free games, chat with me and the rest of the Discord crew, and loads of other benefits. The link is in the description. Anyway, the first Discord Easter egg is for the times when Discord gets a little bit too much. If you press Ctrl-Alt-Shift-W, this will happen. So in an attempt to relieve your worries, some chill lo-fi music will begin to play, whilst this pig thing hypnotically waves its arms at you, which is nice. If things become a little too chill, you can start a party all on your own. If you press Ctrl and /, the shortcuts menu will open, and if you use the arrow keys, you can create a musical masterpiece. Also, if you click on the Discord logo 16 times, this will happen. Discord. Oh, and it's worth mentioning that whenever I open Discord now, the Discord voice line can be heard. And you know what? I'm not mad at it. The final Discord Easter egg can be seen when you try copying your username. Each time you copy it, the wording used will change until you reach godlike. I mean, personally, I'd have liked it if it included a Halo-style announcer as well, but I suppose you can't have everything. Now, the world of Clair Obscur is full of things to see and do. But one thing that I never expected to find is a man sitting calmly as fire rages around him. So despite a fire burning just inches away, this guy seems pretty chill. When you question them, they simply say, "This is fine," which is of course a reference to the "This is fine" meme that I'm sure you've all seen before. The other Expedition 33 Easter egg I've found so far is hiding in the manor. If you head upstairs, you can find this.
Nice.
So after jumping through a painting like a French Super Mario, you can find a room dedicated to a dog. The room includes several adorable pictures and even a little doggy home. At the time of recording, I don't know who this dog is, but I'm happy he has his own little room. So after covering the Happy Hills Homicide 1, I couldn't resist stumping up to £2 for its sequel. And I don't regret it. For what is a pretty straightforward game, I actually found myself getting sucked into the plot, so much so that I can't wait for the inevitable Happy Hills Homicide 3. Now, much like the first game, the sequel references horror movies, but not as many. During Chapter 8, you can find Billy the Puppet from the Saw movies sitting on a shelf. It's worth reminding ourselves that John Kramer, aka Jigsaw, created this creepy doll for a child. And not just any child, his own unborn child. The other Easter egg can be seen during Act 4. So this boat floating away with the rainwater is a reference to It and its opening scene. I mean, as far as It movie references go, this one's actually pretty cool. So that's it. If you enjoyed this video, then leaving a like is really appreciated. If you are a fan of Easter eggs and secrets in games, then perhaps consider subscribing, as that's what this channel is all about. Remember, we are trying to hit 1 million subscribers by the end of the year, so if you could subscribe and help me out, that would be awesome. YouTube seems to think that you'll enjoy the video on screen, so go ahead and check that out. And as always, thank you all for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.